This is music, and this is Collecting in Style. Now, one area where there are lots of differing opinions, lots of different ways of doing things, that's the inner sleeve, outer sleeve business. Back in the day, when the vinyl record was just a medium for keep music, basically, right? A lot of people would just keep the vinyl, the record, the way it was, the way it came, right? So typically just in the jacket and whatever inner sleeve it came with. End of story. Of course, as the vinyl became more of a collector's object, people started thinking about how to protect both the jacket and the vinyl and their different options. Of course, the most basic and most authentic option that some people still go for, and is a completely legit option because it adds authenticity, or doesn't add it, it keeps the authenticity. That's just keeping it the way it is, right? So just, right, the jacket and whatever the original inner sleeve is. This is a reissue, by the way, so not that original. But a lot of people go with that because that adds, or doesn't add it, it keeps the authenticity. And then other people that want to protect, for example, the jacket, they have like different options. Some people keep it in the shrink wrap. I used to do that, but I found that it was really annoying with gatefolds, so I've actually dropped it. Most people, I think, go for some kind of protective, sort of transparent plastic outer sleeve of some sort. And when it comes to the record itself, again, some people, they opt for whatever inner sleeve it came with. That's authentic. And others want to protect the vinyl, so they pick some kind of or add or buy or transfer to some kind of inner sleeve, typically a polylined, some even without paper, because some people argue that anything with paper, even if it's polylined on the inside and whatever, it's bad for the vinyl. I think all options are legit and valid because it really depends on what you want to do as an individual collector. Personally, I like to go with just, like an outer sleeve like this, which is not one of those resealable ones, and there's nothing wrong with them, objectively speaking. I just personally don't like them because I think they are just a bit annoying to handle. They're a bit, sticky, and my hair gets stuck in them, and I'm not going to cut my hair. And so on and so forth, right? So I don't use the top, or I guess they don't have to be top. That depends on how you sort of put the record in. But the resealable ones, I prefer these ones. I know they don't offer as much protection as the resealable ones, but that's what I prefer. And when it comes to the inner sleeve, I prefer like polylined. I think you can see it, right? Polylined inner sleeve. And this one has paper. Most of the ones I use have like paper on the outside. And I know some people, again, they say avoid paper, but I just prefer this. Because when there's paper on it, it's a bit more sturdy, I think. So that's what I prefer doing. So if I buy a record that doesn't come with an outer sleeve like this one, I will add it. If it comes with one of the top closing or resealable ones or whatever, I will keep that one, right? I mean, I don't hate them that much. And if it comes with some kind of polylined inner sleeve, I will keep it. Otherwise, I will, transfer it to one of these. Okay, so what are some of the options that I don't like? Well, first of all, I really dislike these just paper inner sleeves, hole through them or not, I don't care. I just don't like these. They make me feel unsafe almost. I mean, very often they create a lot of static, and the record is actually not so much for some reason with the ones with the hole in it, but the ones that don't have a hole in it, sometimes the record gets stuck in there because of the static electricity, I guess. So I really don't like those. Then you have other options that I know a lot of people really like this one. They prefer this kind of pocket thing here. This is Earth Shaker Overrun, really enjoyable Japanese hard rock, but they prefer this one, this pocket one. I personally, to be honest, I'm not fond of these. I get the point why people like them, but I think they are a bit annoying to handle. They're a bit flimsy up here, so this gets sort of crumbled up and things like that. And part of it has to do with the fact that I see if I can sort of illustrate it, that I don't load it in like this. I prefer putting it in sideways, and that is a bit tricky with these. They sort of tend to crumble up a bit. So that's simply why I don't use them. But again, if I buy a record and it comes with one of these, I will keep it, because I don't hate them that much. And another kind of version of this, which is very similar, is instead of kind of like a pocket like that is kind of like rounded, it's a pocket like this, if I can get it out. This is Obsession, pretty good stuff actually, right? This kind of like just plastic sleeve like this. It's pretty much the same thing as it's a pocket, right? But it's not rounded. And I have the same issue with this. It's kind of like flimsy here. It's a bit annoying to sort of load the album in, but I keep it if it's there. And this one is also kind of pretty cool because it's like a label specific one, so that adds a bit of fun to it. So those options, yeah, I will keep them if I buy an album that comes with them, but I will not keep just the paper inner sleeve. Another type of inner sleeve that I actually don't like, although one might think it's good, and if you like it, that's fine. It's this kind of like more sturdy, thick papered inner sleeve. One reason is that the record often gets stuck in it, and another reason is that for some reason, you can see there's a split down here. The record kind of like cuts its way through the bottom here. I've seen this much more often with these thick and sturdy, supposedly, inner sleeves. So that's why I've transferred Tattooed Millionaire into a good old, in my opinion, polylined inner sleeve. So that's how I go about it. Just in case anybody's interested. And I kind of like sort of having the same type of outer sleeve, the same type of inner sleeve, because it's just easier for me. I can buy it, from the same seller. I don't have to go other places. But if it comes with a polylined inner sleeve, that's a bit different, I'll keep it. If it comes with an outer sleeve, that's a bit different, I'll keep it. Even if it comes with these kind of like pocket things that annoy me a tiny bit, I'll keep it. Anyways, that's inners and outers. Thanks for watching.